Hello. Today in the science what we're going to look at is bubbles. I'm going to show you a recipe for bubble solution, and then we're going to look at different things I've found around the house to make bubbles with. Now I've made a special bubble solution out of water, liquid soap, I seem to use a lot of liquid soap, and a special ingredient called glycerine. Now you can get glycerine at the chemist. This bottle cost me £2, or you can buy it at the supermarket in the cooking section, and for this it was 90p. So I actually found that this was better value for money getting it from the chemist. Now, to make our solution, I will put the recipe alongside this video, but I use 1 litre of warm water, so it's still quite hot, but you don't want it to be boiling because that's quite dangerous, especially if you're helping your mummy or your daddy. You want 250 mils of liquid soap, so that is quite a lot, but this makes a lot of bubble solution and you can keep it for quite a long time. So you may want to halve the amount that I'm saying here. You don't have to use as much as I'm saying. And then we want 4 tablespoons of the glycerine. Now what the glycerine does is it just makes the bubbles a little bit thicker, the surface of the bubble, and a little bit stronger. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it just makes our bubbles that little bit stronger so they don't pop as easily, and you can bounce the bubbles about a bit more than you normally would without them popping quickly. Now you want to give that a gentle stir. You don't want to stir it too much and make it bubbly, but you want to give it a stir, and then you have to leave it. You have to leave it for 24 hours, and in that time the glycerine and the bubble solution and the water all sort of thickens together and sort of comes together as one rather than being 3 separate liquids. So that's one I've now got to set aside. I've got to put that over here. Just leave it down there. So I've got my solution that I actually made about 48 hours ago. So it's all come together now. They're actually made up sort of like a bubble sandwich. The top layer is our glycerine and soap. In between there is a layer of water, and then the bottom layer is another layer of glycerine and soap. So it's sort of like a bubble sandwich. There's soap and glycerine, water in the middle, and then there's another layer of glycerine and soap. You can't really see them, but that's how it works. So let me see. I've just got some things that I found around the house. I might dip this one. This is what I was blowing when you first came along. Now, you probably want to do this outside. Your grown-ups may not want bubbles all over their house, but I'm doing it inside today because it's actually night time. So that makes quite good bubbles. Now, sometimes I can catch these bubbles. So I've blown the bubble, let's see if I can catch it again. With the glycerine in there, it just makes it that little bit stronger than a normal bubble. Now I don't know if you can see on this video, but in that bubble there are all sorts of colours, a bit like a rainbow. And what's happening there is the white light that we can't see is hitting the bubble, and it hits the first layer and the light's sent back to our eye, but some of the light goes through to the second layer that I talked about in the sandwich, and it sends back 2 colours to us. So we start seeing more and more colours like a rainbow. Let's see, did I get any on there? I'm not sure if I did. Oh, let's see if I can catch it. Oh, the big one went. But they're quite good. And sometimes with this glycerine, if your hand's actually a bit soapy, my hand isn't soapy, you can actually hold the bubbles as well. Now what else have I got there? This was just a bottle that I found in the recycling that someone had been drinking out of, and I found that this one made really good bubbles. But with glycerine making the bubble solution stronger, you really have to blow really hard. Oh, I popped it. Have to try again. Come on, Katie. Maybe I'll just go straight in there. So I'm running out of puff. It's deflating. I better blow it again. Did you see? It's nearly as big as my head, and I've got a big head. So you can just make really fabulous, fabulous bubbles with this solution. I've got some other bottles here that I cut. See if I can blow bubbles with it. This is more of a square bottom. But they just really are so much fun. And then I have other shapes, other sizes. Now you might actually have a bubble wand or a bubble blower from some bubble solution you've got around the house, or you may have used up but you've still got the wand. I bought this one back from nursery, and it's quite nice, this one, because it actually makes lots and lots of bubbles. Let's see. Ooh. Maybe I need to blow it. I need to be outside for it to really want. And if you are doing this outside, they're lovely because they really get blown up into the air and they last for ages. You can see them floating over your fence, maybe into the neighbours, or off your balcony if you have a balcony. And it's just that little bit of gelatine that makes them last and makes them get bigger. But I love them. There's nothing better than a slightly windy day blowing bubbles outside. Did you see that one? It was like an alien. So I hope you have lots of fun at home experimenting with bubbles. Just see if your grown up can get hold of some glycerine for you. It really makes the best mixture. Have fun.